is on. Is this on?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I hear it. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Board of Education regularly scheduled meeting. This is the one that would have happened last week had we not had the big snowstorm, so welcome. Could we have roll call, please, Mr. Philo?
Mr. Browning.
Yes, here.
Mr. McCourt. Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mrs. Malad.
Here.
Mr. Steininger.
Here.
Okay, could everybody stand and please say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next we have approval of the agenda as presented. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Philo?
Mrs. Malad.
Yes.
Mr. Steininger.
Yay.
Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mr. McCourt. Of course not here. Mr. Browning.
Yes. Motion passes. Could we get approval of the minutes from the Thursday, January 6th board meeting? Could I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Philo?
Mr. Steininger.
Yay.
Mrs. Malad.
Yes.
Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mr. Browning.
Yes. Motion carries. Next, we have board reports and good of the order. We could start with Wendy.
Sure. Let me just get my notes together here, sorry. Just want to say, I guess some of our community and has a need, or, excuse me, when our community has a need, our staff leads with incredible passion and fills the need. Our Fairborn has a snack pack program, which helps families in our school district. So I'm not sure if anybody knows about the Fairborn snack pack program, but the program was in need of ramen noodles, and apparently the price has gone up quite extensively on that, and the need was pretty great. So Jennifer Gillespie and Jody Henry and Principal Betsy Wyatt worked with the NEHS to have the ramen drive. To help the program, and indeed they did a great job. And thank you for their leadership and commitment to Fairborn and our students. You guys are awesome Skyhawk superstars. So thank you to everyone that donated and helped out. Also, I wanted to say I attended a meeting on February 2nd for Hall of Honor induction that Pam Gayhart led. And we'd like to invite everybody to attend that the Hall of Honor induction on April 29th at 7 p.m. here at the high school. So there'll be more information that'll go out about that as we get closer.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Kate?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all of our staff who pulled together when we had to close rather suddenly for COVID. And it was really great to see all the teachers pull together to get assignments ready for the kids and get everybody moving and working at home so that everyone could be safe as we worked through that time. Also, I would like to say a big thank you to Jake Cox and his crew here at the high school who made sure that everything was cleared out for the musical to proceed this weekend, and also to the Gorettas for all of the crazy work that they had to do to make sure that the musical could happen, moving shows, Thursday night shows to Wednesday and Friday shows to Saturday. And we were very fortunate that we were able to get all of that pulled off and the students were able to perform. I personally thought it was a minor miracle that we did not get taken down by COVID only to be blown out by a snowstorm. So, it was good that I really appreciate Jake's crew for getting the lot cleared so that we could have that performance. Also, students in Mrs. Foltz's class visited Juby's to celebrate the Bengals this week and also sang a song to help prep for Sunday's big game. And Fairborn High School, they had a rescheduled from last week, but last night they held their Skyhawk Connections Night to help parents of middle school and high school students navigate College Credit Plus, high school courses, and extracurriculars. So that's a lovely event that the high school puts on that helps with scheduling. So if you have younger ones, keep an eye out for that because you definitely want to go to it in future years. So that's all I have.
Okay. Mr. Steininger.
Okay, I'd like to thank the Rotary Club for distributing books to our third graders along with dictionaries, and that seemed to be a big hit, the dictionaries as well. And I participated in that and helped deliver those because I'm also a Rotarian, so it kind of went both ways. So I'd like to thank the group for that effort and the Rotarians, so thank you, everybody.
I've had a chance to go to a number of our high school athletic events, and I've said it before, it's neat to get to see our kids actually participating in those types of events. Our records may not be great this year, but I can tell you the kids are working hard, they're learning, and they're still playing hard. The other thing, Katie mentioned it, was the musical this past weekend, and I'd like to thank the Gretas, Erin Campbell, Amy Whitehill, Katie Malad, because she did a lot to help pull it off. And Leanne Errett did a lot with costumes and stuff. Right, and Barb Scusa. So without all that help, it wouldn't come off. But what a lot of people don't realize is it's been 2 years since they've gotten to do a musical like that. And seeing them back on stage and the talent level of our kids, when you hear their voices and all those types of things, to me it's phenomenal and it's enjoyable, you know, sitting there and getting to watch it. The other thing is our National High School Counseling Week. We'd like to thank the school counselors in our district for all the hard work and all their dedication, because our counselors do put a lot of time in and a lot of hard work to try to make things successful. So that's it. Next, we have recognition of visitors or public comments.
I have none, Mr. President.
Okay. So we'll move on to school district presentations. And before we start that, you know, Mr. Lawley's not here. He recently was in the hospital, and a lot of people are aware of, you know, medical situation, those kind of things. So I'd like to let him know, Gene know, that we're all thinking about him and we're all praying for him. And would really like to thank Amy Gayhart for filling in and sitting in and helping us get through this. So thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening. So the first presentation we have tonight, we would like to invite Mr. Patrick to talk about facilities.
Good evening. First of all, we'll start with the primary school. Preliminary discussions have started for Phase 3 of the construction project at the primary school. Phase 3 is basically broken down into 2 phases. It has to do with the abatement and demo of the old 5 Points building, which we will hopefully start in the fall of 2022. And then it also has to deal with Phase 3B, which is the construction of parking lots and playgrounds to finish out that project, with hopefully a completion date of August 1st of 2023. So we're continuing to work on the primary school and getting that ready for the future and so forth. At the Fairborn Intermediate School, many of you know that we had some roofing materials delays. The roofing materials are here. With what we need is about 30 good days of weather of 28 degrees and higher to get that roof on. Approximately, we are about halfway done roofing on the classroom wing, which is important because now we're starting to get to a point in time to where if we don't have the roof on, it starts to delay materials on the inside as far as putting cabinetry up and so forth. So hopefully over the next few weeks we can get some roofing done and completed and really focus on the classroom wing so that we can start to put cabinetry in and so forth. So we're continuing to work on that process of getting the building dried out so that we can reduce the condensation that's in the building so that we can start to do the rest of the stuff that we need to do to be able to move into that building this coming August. Also, we have on tonight's board agenda, you have 3 furniture packages to be bid and hopefully approved. Originally, there were 4 total furniture packages. Last month in January, we approved 1 of those packages. We had to rebid these 3 packages that you're voting on tonight due to the fact that, as we've talked about with Roman noodles, the cost of stuff is increased, and we were over budget several $100,000. So with taking about $100,000 out of some contingency funds and the Board of Education agreeing to push into another $100,000, we rebid those furniture packages, and what you have tonight in front of you is to approve those base bid furniture bids for all 3 packages along with all the alternates in those And with that additional $200,000, we were able to get those bids accomplished. So that's a good thing. We can move forward. We can get that furniture ordered as soon as we get them approved, and hopefully within the next 4 or 5 months, we can get the furniture here and installed. At the Fairborn High School, the new high school, the sanitary and water lines are complete, and they've been tested with the help of the city. Storm lines are about 90% complete. With a looking ahead at what's going to happen over the next several weeks, we hope to basically complete the storm line. We hope to be able to get some more rebar on site, tie it for footers so that we can dig footers and start to pour them when the weather is fit. And we hope to get the gas companies and the electric companies on site to be able to make sure we can get those lines ran. As far as the wetlands go on that property, we did receive news probably a week and a half ago now that we do not have to do the archaeological study, which is good. We were supposed to get some information by the Army Corps of Engineers by the end of January. We did not receive that information, which is not a big surprise. So really nothing new with that other than no archaeological study is needed, so that's good. We also have no update on the press box at the football field at this time, and I have no update on the changing 50 seats in the arena to have backs on them. So as soon as I get any updates, I'll let everyone know. Questions?
Nope, I don't have any. No questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick. My other item is, I think why we have such a crowd here tonight, which I'm delighted to see. Back in December, we announced our second annual Martin Luther King Jr. Art, Essay, and Video Contest for students in grades 3 through 12. We had a ton of entries. It's just wonderful to see the creative, artistic ability that our students have and how they express that through their different types of entries. And so tonight we would like to take just a moment and recognize those students who placed first, second, and third place in those categories. Note that not all categories had entries to give out or award a first, second, and third prize. So if you're wondering why some of them only have a first prize, we may have only had a limited number of entries in that category. So I'm going to ask the board if you wouldn't mind to hand out the certificates. I think we have several students here tonight. Thank you. So we will start with Fairborn Intermediate Artwork. Our first place winner was June Bavlinka. Our second place winner for artwork from Fairborn Intermediate was Truett Fisher.
We're gonna take a picture once everything's done.
And our third place artwork winner from Fairborn Intermediate was Luke Purdy.
Is Truett here? Is Luke here? All right.
Okay, moving on to Baker Middle School. Do you want to take a picture now? Yes.
Who's taking pictures tonight? Hands up.
I know, we need somebody. Can somebody take some pictures? Would you mind? Thank you.
Thanks, Betsy.
Hold it up high. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Moving on to Baker Middle School in the artwork category, our first place winner was Capri Cotterman. And our second place winner is Eliana Fry.
Eliana here? All right, 3, it's all you.
You get stuck with a picture with us.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then at Fairborn High School in the artwork category, our first place winner is Kiana Briscoe. And second place is Aisha Harris.
Good job, thank you.
Moving on to the essay category from Fairborn Intermediate, our first place winner is Dimitri Stevens. Second place is Audrey Charpentier. And third place is Liliana Cambra. From Baker Middle School, our first place in the essay contest was Adelina Kittleson. Yes. That's our only winner at Baker. Yes. And then in the essay category from Fairborn High School, our first place winner was Ethan Sorrells. And then our final recognition tonight is in the video category, and we actually only had one video submitted. It was from an intermediate student, but it is, I believe it's on the school YouTube channel, and I believe Pam Gayhart put it on social media as well, and it was amazing. Go look it up and watch it. It is just wonderful, completely amazing. So first place from FIS in the video category is Joe Kidrowski. And I do have extra copies of the newspaper article with the winners. I'll set them up here if you'd like to get one.
With that, if you'd like to run, we said 6:30.
Yeah.
6:17. So if you want to leave, you're welcome to leave now. Also going to be here for another 40 minutes.
Yeah, listening to the boring stuff.
If you want to grab a paper, come up and grab a paper, and we'll take a minute or two while you exit.
I sure will.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both my kids.
It's just that part's closed, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you,
Yeah.
definitely, thank you. It's usually the first Thursday of the month. Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Did you want to grab paper?
Go.
They're right over
Go
there.
right ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I like that pink. Her coat was cute.
Oh, yeah. It's her mom.
Oh, peacoat. Love a good peacoat. Yeah.
It was like a heat wave today. I didn't even wear a coat.
I know. Yeah, I had to get a kid out of it.
40-some degrees.
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't wear one yesterday. I was like, it's too hot.
It's like we stuck Amy like way
I
down there.
know, I said, they're like, guys, I put some perfume on. I don't smell the other.
Huh?
We ready, Kevin? Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and get restarted. The next item on the agenda is Budget and Finance, the treasurer's recommendation to approve the monthly financial report for December. So do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Philo?
Ms. Landon,
Yes.
Mrs. Malad,
Yes.
Mr. Steininger,
Yay.
Mr. Browning.
Yes, motion carries. Next is administrative reports and superintendent recommendations, and this goes all the way to the bottom of page 6. Number of personnel-related things, those types of things.
And I would like just to call out, we have two very significant retirements. Darwin Chivers is our Project Lead the Way FH at Fairborn High School, and we request resolution of tribute for 21 years served in education, all with Fairborn City Schools. And then also Deborah Titus, who has been a longtime school psychologist with us, request resolution of tribute for 31 years in education, 29 which have been with Fairborn City Schools. So those are two very significant losses for the district to lose that knowledge and expertise, so.
Yes, thank you very much
Thank
to
you.
them. Also, on page 6 are the 3 furniture bid packages that I think Jeff is interested in. And then also the purchase of some school buses. So could I get a motion on this?
So move.
Second.
So are there any questions, comments, or anything before we vote? Okay,
Mr. Steininger,
Yay.
Ms. Landon,
Yes.
Mrs. Malad,
Yes.
Mr. Browning.
yes, motion passes. So next, the first read of a number of attached board policies. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can see them in the meeting minutes. Next is gift and donations. Mr. Steininger?
I'd like to call out that for the homeless liaison donations, we had Baker Middle School 6th grade teachers, some Christmas presents, to Dalton Protections Incorporated Christmas presents, Audrey Ernst Christmas presents, Fairborn City Schools Nutrition Department Christmas presents, Fairborn City Schools Transportation Department Christmas presents, and Josh Minsler Clothing. For the Victory Bell donations, the class of 71 donated $1,887.54. Some turf donations with an anonymous of $8,087, Flatter Insurance for $1,000, JAMA Enterprises $1,000, the Mayor Law Office for $1,000, Diane Shaw for $100, and TCH Graphics for $1,000. To the Ron McDermott Scholarship Fund donations, Fred and Sharon Brooks, $50, Amy Davenport, $100, and Kenneth Rita Norman, $200. Thank you for all of you for your great donations and contributions.
Yeah, and I'd like to just make a quick comment about the Victory Bell donation. A lot of people don't know that there used to be a Victory Bell 40 or 50 years ago at what is now Baker when it was the high school. And believe it or not, our custodians and others dug in and actually found that Victory Bell. And it's being restored, and this donation is to help us get it installed in the new stadium to help tie the new stadium back to the history of Fairborn and Fairborn schools. So it's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat.
And just so the board knows, is next month, we'll have a representative from the class of 71 here to sort of present the big check. So
Okay.
That's also Mr. McCourt's here, so
Yeah.
we held off on that till he was here.
So you just told everybody his age.
Yeah.
Oh, we knew it already.
I'm kidding.
It's my year too.
I know.
I
So,
wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so next on the agenda is work session.
Yep, we'll go straight into work session unless anybody needs a break. We'll go straight into work session. We anticipate
Sorry about
after
that
work
meeting was
session,
really long.
we'll have an executive session, and after that, no further business but adjournment. So appreciate you coming out here, and we'll move out there, have a conversation.
Sounds good, thank you.